After Jonathan motioned him forward, Eli hurried over. "Jonathan, I'm glad to see you whole and unharmed. I came as soon as I could. The flames of your barn lit up the night sky." Jonathan knew there were a great many things he should say to ease his friend's worries, but his heart seemed to have no room left in it for others. He was too stunned about the barn, and too worried about Winnie. But if Eli was bothered by his quiet, he didn't act like it. Looking around, he frowned. "Where are Winnie and Katie and the girls?" "Katie took the girls to her parents' inn for the night, so they're safe, thank Jesus. But Winnie—" Jonathan pointed to the inside of the ambulance. "She is in there." "In the ambulance?" Eli's normally assured manner faltered. "Is she hurt bad?" "Yeah. She's in poor shape." "That's terrible news." "It is." Jonathan wasn't surprised by his friend's reaction. For as long as he could remember, he and his family had known the Millers. Eli's brother Samuel and his sisters had played with Winnie when they were small, and Jonathan had helped their family with spring planting more than a time or two. Winnie was like another sister to Eli, just as Jonathan felt like an older brother to Eli's youngest brother, Caleb. Eli attempted to control his voice. "What's wrong?" Staring at the last of the flames, he murmured, "Is she badly burned?" "I think I got her out before she was too injured, but I'm not certain." Jonathan tried to school his features, but it was difficult. "Some boards must have hit her. She fell. Her feet are in a bad way, too. One might be broken. I had to carry her away from the area." Pain-filled eyes teared up before he wiped them impatiently with a hastily bandaged fist. "She's a fair sight." Around them, the barn was still smoking, and animals were howling their displeasure. Eli grasped his arm. "What can I do?" "Well, now, The question seemed to push away a portion of Jonathan's shock. After looking at the charred remains surrounding them, he reached out to touch the shiny red side of the ambulance. "Would you go with her to the hospital? Would you mind leaving your brother Caleb alone?" Jonathan stepped toward the barn, toward the crowd of firemen talking to a man dressed in a coat and tie. "I cannot leave. I have to speak with these men, and Katie and the girls will likely return soon. I need to be here for them." "Of course you need to be here for your daughters, and your wife." "Danke." Even though there was so much trouble, Jonathan felt a rush of warmth at the thought of his new wife. Barely 2 months had gone by since he and Katie had exchanged their vows in front of the whole community. "I'll be happy to travel with Winnie. Caleb's almost 17. He'll be fine on his own. I'll contact Samuel, too." Jonathan nodded. "Danke. It will set my mind at ease, knowing that she's not alone. If Samuel could help, I'd be mighty grateful. I heard he helped out Ingrid and Ben when they were at the hospital, tending to Ben's heart problems." "He'll want to help. He and Winnie have always been good friends. Plus, he lives not 2 blocks from the hospital." Pure relief washed over Jonathan. "I never thought I'd say this, but right now, I'm glad Samuel's been living with the English. It will be nice to have someone there for Winnie." "I think so, too." Though it had been hard to see him go, Eli had never faulted his brother. Surprisingly, no one in their family had been terribly shocked when he'd announced that he wasn't ready to join the church. Sam had always been a bright and inquisitive man. He'd ached for knowledge and the university, like most Amish men ached for the land. "Between Samuel and me, we'll make sure Winnie is taken care of. Don't worry. Winnie's like my sister. I won't let anything happen to her." Clasping Eli's hand, Jonathan nodded. "I'm grateful." As the flashing lights of the ambulance switched on again, one of the workers reached out to pull the door shut. "Wait," Jonathan stopped him. "This man is coming with you." The attendant nodded. "Hop in." "I'll call the Brenneman's bed and breakfast with updates as soon as I know something," Eli said as he scrambled in. "That's the closest phone, right?" "Yeah." Sam